Hello there, everybody. How you doing? It's Lynn from Tinker Tarot and Cartomancy. Now, in this video, I've had a look at this year, 224, and that's what I wanted to talk about. 224, and that it's the 8. And you'll never guess what I found. I had to look at all this, and I got things to tell you. Aren't these glasses great? Anyway, I got these when I was out shopping around and I just had to wear them for you. Anyway, they're my inventor glasses because I really plan on coming up with some great ideas this year. Okay. So, but seriously now, I'll put my regular reading glasses on. Okay. Seriously. Okay. How do you like my new reading glasses? Aren't they great for a new year? I'm just full of hope. Anyway, first, before I get into the reading, I wanted to talk a little about this year, 224. It's an 8. And, to me, the 8 represents change. It represents action. It represents movement. If you just look at an 8, it's just continuously flowing. There's continuous movement. Hi, Laura. Nice to see you too. And so the 8 also is about duality. There's these two sides, right? And it forms a balance because opposites work well together. If everything that was the same, it'd be so boring. So, to really notice black, you need white, contrast. And dualities can work very well together when they intersect. And the 8 is a perfect example of that balance, okay? Also, the 8 is, and so this duality, this two sides, is the very thing that brings us alive. We start with a single cell, and that cell divides, and that's how life is created when that cell divides. And you see that in the 8. The 8 is manifestation. It is taking something, what you have, and making something out of it, okay? And so in this year, you can plan on doing work. It's a year of focusing and resurfacing some of the stuff back that you lost last year, getting some of that back. The 8 is also about, it's alchemy. It's an alchemy number, and because it's about creation, manifestation, and also communication, relationship. A lot of times, the 8 is about balance in relationship and how these two things connect together and make more things, I made some notes here. I'm going to refer to my notes here. I made a bunch of notes. What else did I say about it? Well, yeah, the 8 is a vortex because a vortex, again, is about two intersecting energies coming together. If you think of the yin yang symbol, that's another 8, this balance happening. And the balance, if we're referring to ourselves, what's going to be happening is the balance. If you think about the strength card, where we're able to use logic and diplomacy and charm to get what we want, to move forward rather than bullying and strong armed and kind of like this fighting way we were last year, defending and fighting and all that. And this year we're able to make waves, we're able to make waves and work together. If you look into description, um, one of the definitions in the I Ching for the number 8 is troubled hearts assemble. So they find unity, together. What was the other thing? I have my little notes here. Oh, the star in the tarot is number 8, 1 and 7 together, and it's about renewal. So the 8 again is about renewal. So if you think about last year in the 7, and sevens are challenges, our emotions are going up and down. We have ambitions and aspirations, but we have these limitations and these fears that kind of not prevent, but limit us from getting what we want, how we want, where we want. You know what I mean? And we're recouping, healing at the same time, while we're trying to get somewhere. But in the 8 is where it all starts to, the wheels all start turning. Okay? So in the tarot here, this is really interesting. So a few cards jumped out. The Queen of Pentacles, and this is for all of you. This is for all of us in 224. All right. And I haven't even had a look ahead at this thing. I'm seeing it naked, blind, looking at it right now, live with you. So we have a Queen of Pentacles, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Five of Pentacles. I haven't used these cards in a while. It's the Tarot of Mystical Moments. So the Queen of Pentacles in this deck, she's the Queen of the Fall, but also the Queen of the Harvest, right? She's, looking at what she's been able to grow, which all the work that she's been putting in, and is now able to get the fruits from that labor. You know what I mean? I think one of the focuses of this year is going to be about stability, regaining some stability in your life, like maybe get caught up with your bills that you may be behind. Maybe if you're, what it could be in relationship too for some of you, but you're wanting to create life, you're wanting to nurture. Okay. So and there could even be nurturing a relationship here, because when we have the Four of Wands, this is about teaming up, coming together. Sometimes this is moving in with someone, sometimes this is, relationships taking another step, or even marriage sometimes. Okay. And um, this is also building ourselves back up, because there's some sort of transformation that we've been going through to ourselves, all of us. And I know all of you have, even me. And we're realizing the rose within. She feels naked, she feels vulnerable, she feels alone too, but suddenly she realizes the flower, the blossom within here, right? And we start rebuilding, we start growing a new skin, we start picking ourselves up and dusting ourselves off, and realizing how strong we are, really, and resilient. You've gone through what you've gone through practically bare. So I think that you are, and could have felt quite unstable in the past, and are wanting to feel stable. So this could be in a big feeling in, like, your community, in your country, in your, where your leaders or who they are. Like, I want to feel stable where I live, and be able to grow things, and so on and so forth. Or it could be in your small world, which is in your family, in your home, how this is affecting you. Could be in both ways. All right. So in the recent past, It's we have the Page of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. So I see this pattern of growth here, okay? The pages is a sign of youth, is a sign of naive, perhaps vulnerable, and learning, learning again. But it's at the beginning of learning, we have to learn something all over again or new about ourselves, okay? And so, and we're quite delicate at this time, we're delicate, and it needs time and nurturing. So if you are learning a new skill, it's not something you can just take a course in a day. This takes time, studying, researching, absorbing. And depending on what it is, it could be within yourself, that you've had to go through in this past year, of where you're learning different things about yourself, okay? Some of the things we're quite proud of, we think, wow, wait, I'm starting to appreciate some things. And some things we've had to question about ourselves and change, alter a little bit, because it doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work for us. And what's it getting us anyway? That kind of stuff. Hi, hello, Laxmil, Laxmilotus. Wow, that's beautiful, beautiful name. How you doing? Thanks for joining me. In the Seven of Pentacles, we're looking for the fruits of our labor. We've put time, we've watered this tree, we planted the seed, and we've weeded it, and all that work and time we put into this, and now we're thinking, okay, where's the apples? We want the apples. And so you've been putting time into something, nurturing something, and um and now you feel like there should be some development happening now, right? Where's my aha moment? Where's the money? Where's my place, right? Well, it's a coming. It's a coming, because there is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is like the idea. You might have more than one. You might have lots of ideas, you know what I mean? And but this is the seed, right? This is the seed. I love that it's portrayed in a fiddlehead fern here. Because if you've seen fiddleheads, they're just a tiny little curled up thing, and they don't look like much. And by the way, when they're in their curled up state before they've unraveled, you can eat them. But anyway, and she's waiting for this to unfold, this beautiful seed that it's starting to have growth. She can see the potential of what it's going to be, okay? And this is where you are, where you can see do you love these or what? I just got these the other day in this shop called Funky Junkie. Isn't that a great name for a shop? And I just had to have them. So I might have to go back and buy every pair in case I could never find them again. But I feel like I look like Dame Edna in these. Anyway, um so this is about opportunity, the possibility, opportunity, the ideas that you're able to do something with, and do something with, you are going to do, because next you have the Two of Pentacles. Now, you may not fully have all the resources yet at your fingertips, but you're thinking about it, okay? So, and you also might know, after this growth, this nurturing time, what you've put into yourself or something, some sort of development. After this time, you have a really good idea of what you want to do, okay? You may not have it fully formed yet, okay? Just like that fiddlehead fern. It may not be fully formed yet, but you have an idea. You know, like say if you're a shoe salesperson, you know, I don't want to sell shoes anymore. I don't want to. I've always wanted to be a dressmaker. You know, what am I doing with feet? And so you know that's what you want to do. And you thought, why not give it a go? Right? But here you maybe have some limitations at first to your resources. In fact, you could be juggling, you know, you have to borrow because you're still catching up from last year. You're doing a little bit of catch up, but you're also, I can see that you're have one foot in that. You know that you're so you might be talking to people because networking is very important. I can't stress the importance of networking, which is just chatting with people about what you're hoping to do, what you're looking for, what you are open to. Because a lot of times that comes back and people says, hey, they'll message you on Facebook or on, you know, whatever thing you're on, and they'll say, "Hey, I just saw a sign the other day," and blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, people are working for you. So networking is highly useful. Anyway, you're starting to put some energy into this seed, into this idea, into this plan. And two is a part of the planning. It's also a part of partnership, twos, okay? So you could meet with people. You could meet with someone and be talking about your ideas, your plan, your, you know, kind of maybe bouncing it off, maybe getting some objective ideas, you know. Um, and it could be with a Queen of Wands, but this energy could be all of you. The Queen of Wands takes action, okay? So this little fiddlehead fern that was just starting to get some light and just starting to poke its head out of the ground is now full-fledged golden sunflower, golden seeds, okay? This is the possibility that it could be a great success. You could, and you have the creative mind, that you have the motivation, you have the alchemy in you right now this year to do this, okay? To do that thing that you want to do, all right? Whatever it's, you know, a relationship, a job, a move, what you want to make happen. And that's what that Ace of Pentacles is, what you want to make happen. So the seed is planted because this is the recent past, right? The seed is planted. Now comes for the action and the work. All right. And be prepared to do work. Things, anything worth having doesn't come without work. Okay. So if it comes too easy, it may not be worth having. So, so in the present, the first card is the Empress. And she gives birth to that seed. You know, I love that up here, see where you started here, you realize that, you know, you're vulnerable here and don't completely believe in yourself yet, but you really are realizing that you have value and you have worth, you know, and you may have not been shut out from others, but have shut yourself out from others, okay? And here, wow, look at all the flowers now. You know, there's not just one, there's a bouquet happening here. All right. And she's clothed. She has a beautiful dress. She's proud and she's able to multiply what she started with. She started with this and she turned it into that, or he, whoever you are. This is what you're capable of. Okay? This to this. Full fledged. you know. And this is the power of creation you have at your fingertips right now, and you don't have to do it alone is one of the things you need to know. This is where you're going to assemble this year with others, with your ideas. You're going to help them, they're going to help you. You're not going to be worried, oh, they're going to take my idea. you know no, they've got their own ideas, don't worry, right? So then you have the Justice, the Knight of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, and then the Knight of Swords. There's a lot of Pentacles here, okay? So I'm feeling like there's a lot of growth happening for yourself, for the things around you in your life. You're creating the growth because Pentacles are about doing work. You're growing, you're healing. You also have more energy. There's a lot of energy. Think of the wheels turning in a clock, all the motion happening, all the different things moving there. And so this is what's going on for you. I think in some ways, there's some things like the system. The system might be moving at a slower pace than what you are, or how you want to develop something. It's hard to get it done because there's nobody in the office and they all work from home, or it seems to be like, so I feel like there could be, the system is going perhaps slow at this point. But again, you're coming up with ideas. You are finding ways, other ways too. You're thinking outside the box, and you're thinking there's more than one way to skin a cat, as they used to say. I'd never skin a cat, just to let you know. I love animals. But that's what they used to say. There's more than one way to do something. There's more than one solution to any problem. Okay? And so if things aren't going as fast as you'd like them to, or you're going to find another way, I've been told, I can't tell you how many times in my life that, oh, you have to do it like this. Well, then you have to, because that's the only way you can do it. And I don't know why you think you're special. You think you don't have to go through the same channels as everyone else. And by gum by gar, I'd find another way, because I would talk to people and I'd say, I don't know if I'll be able to do it that way. I don't have any money. I can't afford college or whatever it was. So when I went to college to take travel counseling, to be a travel counselor, I did not have my grade 12 education. I had not graduated. I had my grade 9 education. But I really wanted to go and take this course, and I had dreams, and I wanted to at least try. So I talked to them at the college. I called them and asked them, what are my options? And she said, well, you could take an aptitude test. And if you pass it, you can take the course. You just have to prove that you can handle the workload and that level of math and all that. And it was free at the time because I'm old. But I took it and I passed. And I went to college on a grade 9 education. And so I kind of leapfrogged over all of this red tape and everything, and just went straight and did it. And I graduated from that course. So this is what I'm trying to say. There's more than one way to go about things, to try. There is a shortcut sometimes, a lot of times. Okay. So this is what I'm telling you. At the same time, you're still growing, you're still healing. You've moved from this very vulnerable, defensive kind of doing everything on your own, realizing that there's beautiful worth, and starting to accept yourself too, by the way. And you go to the Knight of Pentacles. And I wanted to remind you, you started with the page. So there's so much growth and transformation going on here. It is beautiful. It's beautiful. It touches my heart. And so see how all the leaves and everything now on the horse, all the filling in that's gone on and starting to feel stronger, ready to take on something new and have grown quite a bit, from this to this. There's a lot of fill in going on there, right? And going from the page to the night, right? But I feel like I feel like there could be paperwork or something bureaucratic, like that you have to wade through. You have to wade through it, okay? So, and then the Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Swords. This is your second night, I want to mention. And as I always say, the nights are about action. They take action. They are in they're moving forward, okay? And in the Knight of Pentacles, it's about growth and it's about our ambitions. What do we want now? What do we want to focus, put our time and energy in, right? And then in the Knight of Swords, you are seeking truth, justice, and awareness. You know what I mean? I don't think you're willing to believe everything you hear. People say a lot these days. The media says a lot these days. And at first we hear da, 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 this terrible dilemma and this terrible thing, and it's this. And then a month later you hear a completely different side of the coin, and maybe it wasn't that really. So sometimes also we need to wait till we decide what is the truth, what will we do with this also, right? So the knight seeks information. They have questions. They have questions and they want clarity, right? They want clarity to move forward because you are all about action this year, okay? This is creation, so much creation going on. I feel like you're really coming to life, all right? Really coming to life. These cards really show beautifully how this is happening for you, all right? I love, I love that. Okay, also, too, I want to go right back to the beginning because the very first card is the Page of Cups. Okay, and she's having a conversation with this fish, and she thinks she knows a lot more than the fish, but fish teaches her a thing or two right now. Anyway, this is about that naive, and this is in our emotions, and this is when we're starting to learn something about ourselves emotionally, right? And we're starting to open up again to friends and people in out there, all right? And then with the Empress, she can bring things to life, basically. She touches the ground, the grass grows. And also she's a force to reckon with. You don't want to make her angry because she can kill that grass just as fast she brought it to life. But if you to get the best of the Empress, you can get all the beauty of everything. And she's like the mother. So this could be about yourself as a parent, or your parent. But anyway, then there is temperance. And I'm just talking about down this beginning line, how all the lines begin. And temperance is about balancing, like I said, that logic and emotion, these two sides with this duality, the dualities in ourselves, okay? And instead of fighting with them, why don't we manage them? Why don't we make them work for us? Why don't we balance them a little bit? I used to have a saying, everything in moderation, you know? Watermelon's good, but it doesn't mean that's all you can eat for days and days. You will probably be sitting in the bathroom after a day or two of only watermelon, you know. It's moderately, it's wonderful for you. And anything is moderately. And so you are moderating. You're doing some moderation in your life. This is also alkaline. You're tempering things in yourself, I think. You know, you're able to temper some stuff that maybe last year you couldn't. You know, you were just all out, you know, all the heads were loose. And now you're able to pull a couple back into the, you know, thing, and we're able to temper ourselves and not let everything get us all out of sorts, you know. The temperance is also about bringing some of that good stuff in, because we all talk about it a lot, you know, balance in our lives and doing good things, and but we're actually going to make the moves to do it. You're going to take that yoga course you've always been wanting to take. You're going to go on that rent that cottage you've always wanted to do. You're going to buy yourself a sewing machine. I don't know what it is that um, takes you off the schedule, takes you off the list. You know, some of us need a list, that if you feel like you're not doing anything, maybe you need lists, you know. But there's others that that's all they do is list, and they actually have no value, like no fun, you know, no enjoyment, peace. I've met someone that over time I've learned that they actually practice balance in their lives. And I had said to them, probably a week ago, that I talk about it a lot online. And um and I said it's not easy to do, you know, and it's where you have some spirituality in life. You do something that's spiritual for yourself. You treat your body well. You try to be good to others, and so have an emotional balance there. And of course, you're mental. You give thought to things, and you try to take responsibilities for what you do and say and all that. And it's hard to live that line all the time. You know, we try to do it mostly, but hardly ever do you meet someone that really does. And this person really does. I was just really, and I thought, what a good role model. Although I don't know if that's what they want to be. But I said, you're a really good role model of how to do it, you know? Anyway, so here you are in, if we look at this line, you know, if we look at these three lines, I'm thinking this first line is kind of, you know, December, January, February, where we are starting to want the new, want something new. I know everybody does, okay, is thirsty for it, right? But it's where you're going to start talking to people, networking about it, researching about it, taking steps, okay? Um, and then here you have sort of, you know, going up to the summer, maybe even September, you know, in the center thing where you're slowly making changes. You're really putting time, energy, and focus into what you want. All right. And then here in your last line, I see that you have something to celebrate. There is a success coming for you. And it's the beginning of successes to come. But this is part of the early light you're going to see. I feel like there is some sort of higher learning education, some way that you're developing yourself, whether it's online, you're going to a building, you have a mentor, you there's some sort of improvement, self development, and it could be technically um educating yourself, okay, learning something new, because you've been inspired in some way, okay, something has inspired you. But again, this is all new things. I don't think this is something you do. You might know a little bit of something, but now you're going to learn all of it. I feel also too like there's a possibility you could have many teachers, more than one. Okay, I feel like uh, you know, I'm feeling at least three teachers, guides, something like that, that are helping you, okay, in this development of what you're trying to temper about yourself or in your life, okay? They're helping you, okay? And you're gaining some success here. There's something to celebrate. You may be accepted into a course, accepted into a new job, maybe one that you'll need some training for. You really don't know all the ropes of um, being a mechanic. You don't, you're going to apprentice perhaps, but you whatever I'm going to tell you, whatever you apply for, whatever you want to, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. You're going to win it, especially if learn about it. Do your research. Figure out, who they are, what their mo- uh, what's that word I'm looking for? Motto. What's their motto? What's their principles of the company? You want to know all this stuff, kind of thing. And so you're going to do your research. You're going to learn more about this, and not just read about it online. You may go walk in the doors of the company, have a look around, talk to people, be informed, kind of thing. But I feel like there is a success to something that you're putting time on. It's taking slow development, and you're really, really focused. You're really like into it. You're into it. You're giving it a lot of your time. Look at that. How many nights do you have? You have, I think this is your third night. Is this your third night? Yes, it is. 3 nights. So much action this year. And this is the best night of all. The Night of Wands. Look at jumping through a hoop of fire. Okay. I really like this in a way because this year is also the year of the dragon. All right. And it's the wood dragon. And the dragon is also about action. The dragon is highly energetic, and the dragon gets what it wants too. It's very auspicious and lucky. The dragon is a sign of luck, but the dragon can bring surprise, uh, surprises, good and bad. Okay. So, what I'm going to say with the dragon energy is pay attention to the details with the dragon energy, because you could get burned. Okay. So, that's why you got to do your research. You got to ask your questions. You got to talk to people, go and see it physically for yourself. That sort of thing, because don't believe just what other people say, right? You got to see for yourself. You got to know, because you're going to get accepted, you're going to get approved, you're going to get move forward, whatever this is. Once you get all the information, you're feeling confident here, okay, and you're moving forward successfully. Now, I'm glad that I mentioned that about the dragon and paying attention to the details, because although the Knight of Wands is just full of energy and passion and ready to go after it, is really excited, can be a little bit reckless. okay, not paying attention in their excitement, almost getting a little egotistical, like, I got this, yeah, 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 I had that yesterday. You know what I mean? And so don't get too ahead of yourself here. But it is very exciting energy, okay? And you have the Queen of Cups. So let me see. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. So you have three queens as well. A lot of feminine energy here, which means again, nourishing, um, um, I feel like more sensitive or something like that, more sensitive to yourself and other, and maybe in the service of others is a possibility, okay? More into of service to others. Because you could have, we all have shut ourselves out from other people, and now we're good opening our doors a little bit, it's who's there? Oh, it's you. Oh, okay, come on. You know what I mean? So the Queen of Cups. She wants to connect. She wants to, and like I said, troubled hearts assemble. We want to connect again. We want to unite. We want to get together. This is about connection, and you want relationships in your life. You want friends. You want closest. You also, in others, it's not just about, having companionship and love, but we also grow as people when we have other people in our lives. We aspire to be better because of some of the people in our lives. We admire them or they admire us, and we strive to be better, you know. Um, and so here you are ready for love. You're ready to forgive. You're ready to help and be of help. You know, you are letting down some of those, taking some of those bricks down. And not feeling so vulnerable anymore. You are feeling really good again. Okay, this could be all this energy could be in yourself. This is the development of you, but it also could be someone that you find very attractive comes into your life, or they're very attracted to you. I see that there's an equal energy, and sometimes this is just in a friendship too, like, the dynamic duo, or two peas in a pod, or, Ethel and Lucy. uh, who is it? I'm thinking of the two honeymooner guys. Oh, I can't remember right now. Gosh darn it! But I see a lot of growth, development, action here. What I like is it's kind of, you are thinking about something and you look into it and take a step. And then you look into it a little further and take another step. And it's like, well, I kind of like what I see. This is really cool. And I take another step, you know? And this is what you're doing, is taking a little step, learning, having a look, taking another step. And it's cautious. It's good that you're being sensible, you know what I mean? And also you're developing because you've changed a lot. We all have, right? You've changed and you're ready to step out as this new person. You feel safer. You're going to feel safer now to do it, and to be able to be yourself. We don't have to pretend that we're not that, or that we are that, or that we, you know, whatever, whatever all that is. And maybe It's not going to be the big talk, the big drama. We are going to find different things to work towards, to believe in, you know. Oh, I'm so excited. I feel like there's so much potential for for this um for this year, and this energy, because we got so much going on. We've got the age of Aquarius, we've got Jupiter going into Pluto, or Pluto going into Jupiter. I'm not very good at the astrological stuff. Then we have the year of the dragon and the wood dragon, which is a more stable dragon, not quite as fiery. And we have the eight, the unity, the strength, the alchemy, the duality, the yin yang working together. Okay? It has so much to uh to I just feel like that sunflower, you know? Because once we make this, then it's just seeds of growth of this original formula. If we can figure out a good formula, we can really spread the seed everywhere. This beautiful, glorious, shining seed that doesn't have to be of hate, of comparison, of all of greed and all that. It can be that. Anyway, the very core of this reading is the Knight of Pentacles. So, what I want you to know is that you're making progress. You're going to take it slow. You're going to keep an eye on where you're going, because you are still vulnerable. You're coming out of, you know, everything, everything, you know. And so, but you're ready to move forward now. You're ready to open the door, take down the bricks, get on the horse, try again. Get back on that bicycle. Do it. You can do it. Okay? And I like that. And don't worry that you're not going fast enough. You'll get there. You'll get there. Right under this card is something to celebrate. And I think it's going to be from your connections that you're making, because you're allowing that in. Look at 1111 right now. I love it. See? See? And, it's just little by little. You don't need to push yourself. It's little by little, and you're going to get one. It's going to come together one piece at a time. The people, the ideas, the things that are coming together for you. You got to wait for the wheel to turn all the way around, to for your number to come up, right? There's all the other places on there. So it's a coming, baby. It's a coming. Hi, Charlie. I'm very good. Happy New Year. Right now, we are on vacation. La, 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 la. So I'm making a video on vacation just to let you know, guys. But I was thinking of you, and a special friend of mine asked me for this video. She said, Lynn, you haven't done a video on the 8 yet, and about the year of the 8, because 2024 equals an 8. And I said, you're right. And so she said, I really like those videos, Lynn. So I said, you know what, I'm going to do one. So this is for you, baby, and all you other babies out there. Hi, Val. Nice to see you. And Happy New Year to you, too. Hi, Ness. Oh, that's okay. You can go back and read the beginning again. And Tough Cat, thanks a lot. Anyway, guys, I hope you like this video, and it looks really, really good, okay? You just might have a little bit of bureaucracy slow you down a little bit, but that's okay. You're going to get there. You're going to get there. Don't worry. All right. Love you so much. And I'll talk to you soon with the February videos after I get back. Bye now.